two basically drama that I want to talk to today are related to two people that I know. So it hits close to home, and that's why I'm more emotionally invested than I usually am. The first one is about Mujin, which I love Mujin, okay? He's a stellar guy. He's done a lot for me behind the scene. He always, is very supportive, and his videos are great. And you know what's... And one of the main reason, aside from the content of the video, that Mujin's channel does so well is because his title and thumbnails are fire. Mujin really understand the YouTube algorithm, okay? To the point where he even gives me advice for my titles and videos, and I'm even getting inspired from him to do better in my videos and to do better in my channel, because we can always learn something from somebody else. But there is a difference between inspiration and doing it in a good way, and then plagiarism and doing it in the wrong way. And Mujin has been having issues with basically people, usually foreigners, copying his videos word for word, literally copy paste. And what they do is they flip the thumbnails horizontally and they translate his caption. And this isn't some generic caption that Mujin puts in, okay? His captions are good. It's not like it's over. The Pegasus Mr. Beast meme. It's over. It's finally over. The end. Blah, blah, blah. It has original captions. They translate that. They flip the thumbnail and fucking call it a day. This is the laziest kind of content. It's so incredibly lazy, and the worst part is that it would have flown under the radar if they didn't copy the thumbnail, because we wouldn't have thought about looking at the content of the video. Now, after this person's been called out, they deleted the video as they were ashamed. And then this morning, somebody else pointed out to Mujin that other people were doing the same thing to his videos. They put a photo of Mujin's videos here, side by side, with this content creator who's done the exact same thing as the other perpetrator, copied the thumbnails almost identically, copied the caption, "I am a victim, no, you're just an idiot, and no woman is safe." Word for word, but in Spanish. And who do I figure out is the content creator behind this? It's Fuel. What are the odds? That right after I release a video on Owusu with a whole segment on freaking Fuel, who was exposed for being an Owusu rat? And you can see there's me. I'm like, wait, hold up. Is that Fuel's channel? That was me this morning. I woke up, man. I'm groggy from sleep. I'm scrolling on Twitter. I had to look twice. I was like, hold up, what? What? The plot thickens. What an insane plot twist. Actually, I had to do a double take. And yeah, before I tweeted about it, because I made a tweet about it, because I was angry, I decided to add fuel to the fire, calling her out, adding her, because I'm not a coward. Want to see what she has to respond. And we looked at the video. We looked at the videos, and guess what? The content inside is also largely plagiarized. There's some parts that she paraphrased, but it is very clear, especially the Gunpla video. This is the one I looked at the most. I haven't totally finished looking at this yet, but there's large sections, like the memes used in the video, the jokes used in the videos, the same screenshots. In this video, for example, in the video, Mujin uses the example of the Bao merch plushie, for example. And this has nothing to do with the topic, okay? He just happened to use Bao as a merch example to showcase that, Vtuber merch, this is Vtuber merch. She used the same example. They both accidentally decided to use Bao's plushie. While researching for this video, you don't accidentally end up on Bao's official merch page, okay? And then another very similar thing that she does is that she goes on to explain the derivative works guideline using Hololive as an example, the same way Mujin does. And after explaining why Hololive is okay with fan merch, Fuel makes the same joke as Mujin right after. She's even stealing his fucking jokes. And then they both joke that Hololive is fine fan merch as long as you don't go crazy making hundreds of thousands on them. And then she uses the exact same example as Mujin for fan merch right after. Like, there's no way. Come on. Come on. There's no way this is a coincidence. Oi, you. Yeah, you. Hi. If you're not subscribed to my second channel, I don't know what you're doing with your life. So take a moment, press the like button, press the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell on. And thank you so much. I appreciate you. Now let's get back into the video. There's just no way. And then there's all kind of people, not just inhaling copium, sniffing copium in the comment section. You know, saying, oh, this is nothing. Some people are completely admitting to it. And they're like, so what? She's just translating it to the ES audience. Ha ha ha. See, more than Funa this way, you keep giving it good promotion and we laugh with you since we see the communities in a different way than the English ones. We don't see this. We don't see this as an issue, you little Westerners. Stealing other people's content and hard work is nothing for us. We don't see it the same way. Yeah, I'm sure the robber is not seeing it the same way as the person being stolen from. And honestly, these people just give a really bad name to the ES community. This person, for example, says that, no, this can't be happening because Fuel often records and makes her video scripts live on stream. But then somebody else replied with the context and they say, no. She does that. She records and writes her script when she's live. Only when it's about Spanish, like ES drama, and not the EN one. And there's also a user that compared both videos and they were pretty close to be the same thing, it's just translated. A lot of people are pointing out that the videos' lengths are different. Of course they're different, okay? There's a 4-minute difference in the Gunpei one, it's not big. And this one, there's a 6-minute difference because there's some parts that she's paraphrasing and she's shortening to make them hers. And then there's some parts that she's blatantly copying the ideas, the jokes, the meme, as I've explained. But it's literally this meme. Can I copy your homework? Yeah, just change it a bit so it doesn't look obvious you copied it. Okay, that's what it is. This person said, this is sadly very common. Many content creators copy content from people from other countries because they think that the language barrier makes it more difficult for people to find out. That must be true. But guys, yeah, they cut 14 seconds, so it's not copied. It's the Sniper Wolf of VTubers. You know when everybody was really upset at Sniper Wolf? I'm sorry, but they were upset at Sniper Wolf for reacting to people's content, which to this day is still debated among content creators as to whether this is, you know, seen as plagiarism. Oh, wait, no, she did actually plagiarize somebody's entire channel. I forgot about that. She did someone's brand hijacking. But prior to that, like when we just compare the reaction stuff, like the lazy reaction stuff, to what this person is doing and the other person that copied Mujin's thumbnail, I'm sorry, but this is way more blatant. I was initially skeptical of your claims at first, but when I looked at the Gunpei video side by side, yeah, I noticed a lot of things that are too similar to be coincidence. Listen, AJ, everybody's always skeptical of my claims, and then when they actually look into it, they're like, oh, she's right. You know, maybe one day, people will start just believing me. But until then, every time somebody is being like nitpicky about things, I gotta hold their hand and walk them step by step and explain to them how does plagiarism and stolen content work. I don't know why I have to think for people. You know, there's this thing in people's head that's called a brain, and people should use it from time to time. I'm not talking about you, AJ, though. You're cool, though. But I'm talking more about the copium inhaling repliers in the comment section like this. Having watched both videos, her videos didn't look plagiarized. Sure, the thumbnails look the same. Look the same? Look the same? What? They look similar. This is similar to you? This is you need glasses. You need glasses. I don't just feel like it could be easily resolved privately with her. Why? So she can sweep it under the bus? So her fan base doesn't need to know about it? You know, it would have been completely different if she was like, I got my information from Mujin's video. You know, credit to Mujin, go watch his video. Or if she recorded her video saying, according to Mujin, this is how it happens, you know? Things like that. And this person, by the way, also, I'm pretty sure her being part of Owuzu wasn't true, just an exaggeration made by Raccoon due to paranoia. Listen, buddy, I remember your name from my comment section because I never forget a rat's name. Okay? You've already made that claim, and Raccoon herself had to come to my comment section to prove you wrong. Besides that, I love when people make those claims and don't attach any kind of evidence on it ever. When I spent several minutes in my video showing a large amount of evidence, including Fuel having a Twitch email. Okay, Fuel, TLDR, Fuel has an email called fuel@owuzu.com. And the way people figured that out is that by putting that name in Twitch as like a signing email, you get the message that the email's already been in use. Why would Fuel have an email with the domain name Owuzu if she wasn't affiliated with them? And I checked that myself. She disabled logins with emails after she's been found out. It's been a while since I've seen Funa, I don't know what this means, this stupid. Thanks for making me laugh. It would have been easier for you to ask him to change the thumbnails, since that's the only thing he plagiarized. Sir, did you leave your brain at home? Instead of tweeting like a dude. Oh, okay, it's a cancellation. I'm not trying to cancel her. I'm trying to dunk on her. There's a difference. I know nothing's gonna change because these idiots are her fan base. And I knew that from when she tweeted this a few days ago when my video came out called The Fuel Saga. And this is a direct call out to my video because my timestamp for her part is called The Fuel Saga. And everybody in the comment is like, cha, absolute cinema, absolute cinema. Well, you know what I find absolute cinema? I find this absolute cinema. All of this. So you know what, you want to laugh? I'm gonna laugh too. And Fuel tweeted that she's got lots of college assignments, so she won't be able to go live today. So instead of replying to my tweet, she's just going to, you know, talk to her audience and explain herself on stream tomorrow. But she promises that she'll do it tomorrow and give the corresponding explanation. Sorry for the inconvenience. So yeah, girl, you take the time to put your arguments together. I already know I already have an idea of what kind of strawman arguments she's gonna latch on. It's pretty obvious. If she does go that route, I'll say it right now, it's going to be really weak arguments and I'm gonna be able to dismantle them very quickly. If she goes the other route and she blames her staff, that might be a little bit more believable. But at the end of the day, the responsibility will still fall on her. Rima giving us fuel for thought, yeah. So a lot of people actually tweeted that they noticed some people on the original Mujin tweet. There you go, here. They actually said that they noticed this a while ago. It's in Spanish. I'm glad that now the subject is being investigated more. Before this, there were already Spanish-speaking people who questioned its originality. So there's been doubts before in the Spanish community. I don't know. So people were questioning it, but no one really looked into it and no one ever, no one big ever noticed it. So it could not be investigated. Now, thanks to other users, it was discovered that Fuel not only copied the thumbnail, but also some of the content. So, again, I'm not trying to cancel Fuel. All right. This is this is just a straight up dunk, and I just hope that she changes her video. I mean, Mujin is such a chill dude. Even when the other guy copied his video like word for word, he didn't even ask him to take it down. He just called it out like, this is insane that somebody's stealing my content like this. Now, after that, if you have a little bit of shame and a little bit of self-respect, you probably should try to modify your video. Or at least moving forward, not do such blatant copying. It's okay. And I should have started with this. I'm totally fine with people using the same sources. A lot of the time our content will be similar because we're all going through the same sources. Like the VTuber sources, they're scarce. So We're probably just all going from the same material, but your delivery, the way you put things together, it's important that you make them yours. It's important that you adapt it to your style. And come on, it's really easy content. Like, there's no way you don't want to do like the mental effort to even change some of the jokes or to show somebody else's merch page. It's just so lazy. So yeah, that's for the fuel situation. Really curious as to what she'll say tomorrow. You can't imagine how regarded the fans are in Spanish. She literally tried to make a case of PDF file go unnoticed a few years ago, and it turned out that it was because it was one of her bosses at a Wuzu Riglock. They would never criticize her even if she killed a dog live. But yeah, I just hope it's like a wake-up call for them to do more original content. There was one Warhammer VTuber in Latam that copied a lot of the OG Bricky script from the faction videos. After the criticism, he changed his videos to be different and unique. Yeah, it's a big topic. I think just, you know, again, the worst part is that they were too lazy to change the thumbnail, because if they didn't copy the thumbnails, we wouldn't even have noticed the content of the video. Like, we would have never thought about looking into it. They copied the "No woman is safe." This is such an original caption. I've never seen anybody use this caption. And I like study clickbait. I study thumbnails. I study YouTube. I am a victim. No, you're just an idiot. And it's the same. Soy una víctima. No solo eres idiota. Change a caption at least. Jesus. Have some self-respect. She used Penumbral's video thumbnails in her video without giving credit to, but she gave credit to squeegee video she used in it. Bro, the other thing is how crazy it is that you copied a video that had 800,000 views and you only got 27,000 views on your video. Like, how down bad must you be? That's sad. Yeah, like, I feel like if she credited and then disclosed, you know, that she was, you know, she's translating it for her fan base, that was fine. But the way she's plagiarizing Mujin's video, she's pretending that she's the one that came up with those jokes. She's the one that came out with this content. This is not Mujin saying that, it's Fuel saying that. That's my issue with it. It's not the first time someone does this. No, it's definitely not. She even says it's exclusive when she starts in her video. Are you fucking kidding me? I don't really mind if it's the same video idea as long as it's yours, like you made it yours in any way. Many people don't even see, this is new, many people don't even see the full picture of a Wuzu employee. She literally spread a bad image of every other aspiring VTuber group when Owuzu was at its peak. So she was bad-mouthing all of their competitors with a narrative as this group is dying, not worth looking into. But when Owuzu did something, it was game-changing. The Brazilian YouTuber didn't just copy the idea, but the entire review was structured the same. Same jokes even, but in different language. Basically copied the script. Page shield. No, I think this situation frustrates me a lot because I guess it comes close to what I'm doing. It's like if Nijisanji paid me. They're like, Rima, we're gonna give you a salary, $100,000 per video, but you gotta shill us. And you gotta not talk about our yabs. Do you guys think I would do it? I would never do it. I would never do it. Even for $100,000 per video. Do you know why? Because when you do something like that, if your voice is for sale, why would anybody listen to you after? If your voice is sold to the highest bidder, why would you guys listen to me? You will never be able to know when I'm telling the truth or not. When you're a content creator that does this type of content, people come and listen to you because they hope that it's authentic. But if your voice is sold to the highest bidder, why would anybody believe what you say when they know that this agency or this person or this company can just buy your opinion anyway? It's corruption, basically, or it's propaganda. Like, actually, not the Rima dictatorship propaganda, like just boring propaganda. So it's really not worth it, because as a content creator, you know, if you're doing okay, later down the line, okay, I might not be making 100K a video, but it's not worth for me to ruin my entire reputation as a credible source. And I'm sorry, but after this, who's gonna watch this VTuber and think they're a credible source? After this and after people figuring out that she was a Wuzu employee. Yeah, you lose your brand, you lose the trust people have in you. It's not worth it. It's not, things in the world are not just about money. Sure, I love money, but not everything's about money, okay? If it's a quick bucks, it never works. And at least for me, every time I tried getting a quick buck, you know, every time I bought a lottery ticket, every time I bet on something, even when I try to dabble in stocks, it never fucking worked out, okay? It never did. Deals like that are designed to trick creators into trading money for their viewership. Exactly. My first language is Spanish, and yes, sadly, some Spanish VTubers and normal content creators steal videos from the English community. Anyway, incredibly disappointing reaction from the Latam community supporting this or excusing this behavior. I mean, you guys, if you guys' bar is so low that you're okay with like mega slop content, this is not even just diluted slop word using the slop word. It's like you're okay with the lowest of the trash bar ever. You're totally okay with listening to videos that are just ripped off from somebody else and pretending that it's her saying everything. You're okay with that. That's nothing to be proud of. That's not anything to be proud of. It's pathetic. Let me tell you that it's absolutely pathetic. As somebody who does a lot of research for the video, this is frustrating. I don't know if I'd care as much if somebody copied my videos. I think I care more if somebody copies my friends and colleagues' videos. Again, I don't care if people like have the same source as me, that we're talking about the same topics. But at the same, like if somebody copies my video, I'll probably just tell that's probably me messing up more, because my videos should never be copied because they're too complex in the first place. Like the editing is like docu style, the thumbnails are like extremely detailed. So if they copied it, I mean, they'd had to go through a lot of steps. Like I haven't been through like her entire catalog yet of other videos, but I hope the other ones are at least original scripts. Alright, so Fuel made a stream and answered a lot of the things that we spoke about. If you guys remember, I added her in a tweet. She was also part of my last video. That's why I covered this, because it was like crazy that it was just, the timing was insane, that I had a whole saga on her in like my video. I had a whole segment on her, and then I'm looking at Mujin's Twitter and he's complaining about somebody stealing his videos and stealing his thumbnail, and then another one of his commenter is like, Mujin, this other person is also stealing your thumbnail and stealing your video. And then we look at it, and then I look at it with my team, and I have like people that speak Spanish that look at the video side by side, and we were like, holy shit, there's large chunks of the videos, there's portions that have definitely been plagiarized, and the thumbnails have merely been translated and flipped. So now Fuel said that she was going to address the situation. She went live. I had like translators in the stream. We took notes and we compared the notes. They lined up. Now, just a little bit of reference. Yesterday in the stream and in other streams, I've been getting spammed from, I don't know, bad actors or shitsters or instigators from, I don't know if they're from Owuzu, I don't know if they're from friends or just like onlookers, but they're trying to instigate drama. They were trying to say that Fuel called me crazy, that she said that Drakeout was manipulating me. But again, I do my homeworks, and I had my translators in that stream, and they were like, that is not what had transpired from the stream. Like, no one understood that from the stream. So I think these people that were in my stream yesterday, they were just like trying to cause trouble, and they were just trying to cause drama. So I'm glad that we blocked them. I went over all the notes before my stream yesterday too, and they kept on spamming and spamming and spamming, and every time we blocked one of them, another one would pop up. So I'm wondering if they're bots or something. But they made me like take a look back at the notes a second time, because I wasn't sure anymore. But no, I was right. I was right. But actually, the Fuel stream, I'm really glad at how this turned out. basically, she ended up admitting to everything. She claims she doesn't know English, but watches, you know, she doesn't know English very well, but watches me, Nuzagi, Parrot, Fortune, Revs. She makes a collage of like the info, and the Mujin videos ended up not being a good collage, and she admits to her errors in that regard. She does like tiptoe a little bit. At first, she beats around the bush, you know, she's like, my editor made the thumbnail, but at the end, she does admit to her mistakes, which is what matter. The thing is, when you're a content creator, even if you have people under you that make mistakes, ultimately it does reflect back on you. And, you know, I've had to hold this L in other regards. You know, there has been some thumbnails. That's mostly on my second channel that I was like, that one wasn't great. And we got a little bit of, people were upset about these thumbnails. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna be like, well, this was my, you know, this was my editor's fault. No, it was me. I had to brief them more properly. And we try to fix this moving forward. It didn't seem like bots because it was like one at a time. Yes, Azehara, but then 2 days before when I streamed, a very similar thing happened where it was like one after the other. Like you ban one, another one pops up and they all say the same thing, or they all say like similar things. So either they're in a Discord server and they try to stir up drama, or it's bots. And we banned like a lot of them. So she also says that she understands why I was upset because I was getting triggered by her fan base who was like arguing on Twitter and in my chat. So thank you for noticing that. I feel like Fuel has a better grasp of the situation, probably because she understands English more than other like Spanish drama tubers that cover the situation. There's like this Walmart Spanish Keemstar VTuber that covered the situation, and she watched my live stream with the YouTube auto translate caption, and boy, she is so lost. She did not understand a lick of what I said, and she thought she 100% believed what the YouTube auto translator said. And I'll just say this, that like even my English audience doesn't understand when I speak English. So imagine when other people that don't speak English try to understand what I'm saying. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. But yeah, I think the Fuel situation is the best outcome we could have hoped for. Like, I don't really care that she beat around the bush. Like, a lot of people, or some people, messaged me and they were like, yeah, no, I think she's not actually sorry. She's just sorry she got caught. I'm just happy that she acknowledged the mistake and she's apologized and she said that she wants to do better moving forward. That's all I wanted. The apology shouldn't be to me, it's to Mujin. He's on vacation right now, though. He'll deal with this when he comes back. What else? It does take a lot of courage to admit to your mistakes. So, I gotta give her that. That was cool from her, at least. What else? What else? She doesn't take it personal. Yeah, she doesn't take it personal that I went off on her because her fans were triggering me. She's right about that. And she's glad that I made it public. She gets it. She wants to make it right for Mujin. If he wants to take down the video, have her take down the video, he can DM her. And she's sorry for copying. She doesn't know why she did that. She's like, it was stupid. But she does proclaim that she's not from a Wuzu. And like, I have conflicting information on that matter because I have this clip where...
Bueno, es una pregunta que parece un poco una falta de respeto en el sentido VTuber, pero me gustaría no responderla para mantener mi personaje. Como, hola, me presento, soy Fuel, ya está, conózcanme como Fuel y nada más. Ya puedo escribir, sí, ya pueden escribir, ya está, gracias mods. Entonces, simple eso. Si cualquier cosa o duda es un... Ah, pero vos antes fuiste un... Ahora soy este personaje. Ya está, no era Miguel. Que me pregunten, che, ¿y tu vida
I will translate it.
O esta otra, o no sé qué y no sé cuánto? No sé si importa mucho en la conversación mi vida pasada y ya está.
I'll translate
Pero
it.
Si les sirve de algo, sí, pueden especular, no tengo problema. XD, ya está.
So,
No voy a ni a afirmar ni desmentir por el simple hecho. Bien.
So I should have included that clip in my video, in my Wuzu video. I didn't. I only included the screenshot from Raccoon here. Basically, this is Raccoon here. She asked her in her chat if she is Maya la Explorada, which is a character that was created by a Wuzu. And Fuel kind of like doesn't directly respond to that, but she keeps saying that I'm Fuel now and I'm only Fuel. I don't want you to talk about my past life. No, she kind of skirts around the topic and she doesn't mind that people speculate about it, but around like 7 seconds in, she's struggling to say something, and like eventually she admits indirectly to what Raccoon is like to Raccoon's message here. She admits indirectly by saying that the previous incarnation isn't important and this is the character that matters. So if she says that like, oh, my previous incarnation isn't important, doesn't it sorta indirectly admit that she was Maya? So I can't hear a sorry. No, this is an old clip. This is an old clip in regard to just the allegation that she was working for Owuzu. Now, you know, things might have changed. She might not be working for them anymore, or maybe I got things wrong. It could be from this clip. From this clip, it looks like it's true. If Fuel wants to send me a statement, or she wants to, you know, explain her side, if there's like context missing in my video, she's welcome to send me her statement. My DMs are open, and I will include it in my follow-up video with all the statements. My first Owuzu video doesn't have any statement included because if I include one side, then I need to include the other side. My first Owuzu video was only based on the allegations and it's completely stripped from all the statements. I hope that makes sense. Oh yeah, one other thing I'll add. One part that made me more unhappy about this situation is that people are dragging Raccoon into this drama, and Raccoon has been a class act this entire time. Her and the other Owuzu girls are going through a lawsuit right now, and I think it sucks that people are pestering her because of this thing where plagiarizing situation that has nothing to do with Raccoon. Raccoon didn't speak to me. I didn't speak to her in regards of this. We spoke months ago in regard to the Owuzu video, that's it. And I didn't even ask her questions about Fuel because we felt like the Fuel evidence was sufficient. I mean, it's like on tape, you know? So I was kind of disappointed that people dragged her back into this drama and that added onto her plate. No, the lawsuit is not done yet. It's ongoing, which is why I couldn't put their statements into my video and why the video was so complicated to make. So yeah, if somebody's watching this, if you're from the LATAM community, please leave Raccoon out of it. I think she's like a really strong woman. I think she's a class act, and I don't want to drag her into my drama. And yeah, there's one thing I would take back. It's one thing I regret is that she got involved in this somehow because of me, because there's a lot of instigators.